Hello, welcome to today's video. Today we are talking a little bit about what is called direct pedaling and then legato pedaling. So first of all, for direct pedaling, what that means is when you have your sustained or damper pedal, you will depress it down. Let's go ahead and get a better view of this. Okay, so usually when you depress the pedal down, it will allow the strings to vibrate. Now with direct pedaling, what we do is whenever we play a note or a chord, we are going to bring those notes down, and we're also going to bring the pedal down at the same time. Here's an example of doing them both together with a C major chord. Bring the pedal down and release the hand as we release the pedal. So it's like the hand and the pedal are doing the exact same thing. Going down together and releasing up together. And that's just simply for a little bit of a sustained effect with chords or other types of music. Let's go ahead and try a little bit of a cadence. So that just gives it a little bit more of a ringing effect. So that's called direct pedaling. Coming down and coming back up at the same time. Now, let's talk a little bit about legato pedaling. And this is, once again, referring you back to the Keyboard Musicianship Book 1, page 44. It's also called syncopated pedal. So for chordal music, it's easier to produce to pedal than purely melodic music because both melody and accompanying chords are based on the same chord formation. So when you pass from one tone or chord to the next, we call it legato or syncopated pedaling. So a good example of how to demonstrate that is, once again, I'm going to go ahead and play what we have here, a scale, C major scale, and I'm going to play only one finger at a time. And notice how when I play this scale, there are spaces in between. As soon as I release the key, the felt will come back and silence or stop the note from vibrating. However, if I do legato pedaling, what I do is when I bring the key down, immediately after pressing that key, I will bring the pedal down, I let it go, and as you can see, it allows this key to sound or to vibrate. And as soon as I bring the next key down, I will release my pedal without allowing it to overlap. Then immediately after releasing, I will bring it down again, and it sounds that one. Listen to myself playing this scale again with legato playing. So the key comes down. Immediately after, pedal comes down, key comes down. As soon as, at the same time as the next key or chord comes down, the pedal will come up, but immediately after, it'll come down. So listen to this demonstration of the same C major scale with one finger, but with legato playing. You may have noticed that the pedal was a little bit loud. That was my releasing quickly and depressing quickly. Let's see if we can do it a little bit softer. So that was a little bit softer. That was borderline legatissimo pedaling, which is kind of an overlap of pedaling from one harmony or one note to the next. Now this concept of legato pedaling can be applied to all kinds of different situations. If we don't want our chords to be choppy, however, instead, we want them to be a little bit more sustained from one to the next, giving it a little ringing sound, a little bit more connection a legato feel, if you will. See, they sound a little bit more connected with the use of the legato playing. Once again, when we bring the chord or note down, the pedal comes up, but immediately after, it comes back down. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the cymbal looks like. For those of you in the Keyboard Musicianship book 44, there is a little bit of a diagram of what this legato pedaling looks like. Here is an example of what it would look like in a real-world example of music. So when we come down and play this beat of music, beat number 1, immediately we have this little raise or a triangle which comes up. This is the direction that the pedal should come up. So it comes up immediately at that beat, and then it comes down immediately after. Holding down the pedal for this line, immediately come up again as we play the next beat, and then come down after we settle into the beat. Holding it down some more, we once again lift the pedal as soon as we play this beat, come down immediately after, holding it for the line or the duration, and then for this last beat, we lift once again. And then when the line raises, that means we release it indefinitely. So this is an example of what legato pedaling cymbal looks like. There are other cymbals as well that exist in music. You may see a cymbal that looks kind of like this. It just has the word PED, and it will have a space until you see a little asterisk or some kind of star. And those exist as well. So, for direct pedaling, you will release as soon as you release your hand. And for legato playing, you will release before and after, and hold during. So that's a little bit of an explanation. Let's go ahead and give another example of a piece by Chopin. Now, there are all kinds of different types of music Chopin played. However, let's go ahead and give an example of one of his pieces. Okay, so for this example, we are going to be playing Prelude in C minor, Opus 28, number 20, by Frédéric Chopin. And here's an example of using good legato pedaling. We have here these very thick, big chords, and if we were to play them without any pedal, they would sound kind of choppy. They're really hard to play legato because of how far stretched and octavey they are. As you can see, it's really difficult to play legato. So, instead, what we do is we apply the legato pedaling. See, when we play those notes, they sound a little bit more connected, and it sounds better. Alright, so that's all the time we have for today's video, so please practice well, and we will see you at next lesson.